US Delta forces fought with aliens in underground battle in New Mexico.
Section 51.
Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up? I am DOZgeek. It's always nice to be back here with you on Section 51 in a new video. Big thanks for your support to the channel as always. Don't forget to take a look sometime at our spreadshirt shop Section 51 where you can find cool stuff. Of course, and as always, you can like and share this new video right now to keep supporting Section 51. That's very important, and I have to say that it helps for better ranking of our videos on YouTube. And if you want to go further into the universe of Section 51, you can go to our private members space on the channel at any moment. Indeed, it's a monthly subscription, but it's really very cheap and it unlocks access to special advantages like some original emotes, high quality wallpapers and pictures, some special content and videos, and even maybe censored videos, I don't know, I suppose. That's how you become explorer, navigator or commander on Section 51. You will find the link in the description below. It can really help us to develop the channel and become less and less dependent on commercial ads on YouTube in the long term. Because this way of financing the channel with commercial ads is very unstable and it's still difficult to develop cool projects without funds. And you know, making videos and writing new subjects every week, that's a lot of time and work. So it's time now to show us that there is a real Section 51 community. Sincerely, it's not so expensive. It goes from 0.99 euros to 2.99 euros per month. We can already send big thanks to the first members of this private space. Hello guys, they always appear in the ending credits of every video on the channel and it's a very cool support. But that's just the beginning. Imagine if we had only 1,000 members or even 2,000, 3,000, knowing the 200,000 followers, subscribers that we have ever already on the channel. So it would be very cool, and in the long term we could really start some interesting things on the channel. Maybe bigger projects or fictional projects. It only depends on you. For each of you, this will be a small effort, but all this combined can be a big trigger for us. So, Section 51 wants you. Now, let's get back to the subject of this video. According to an eyewitness, a witness called Mr. Schneider, Phil Schneider, American Special Forces allegedly engaged in a massive firefight with aliens who had established a base deep below the New Mexico desert. As many as 66 soldiers and civilians were killed as extraterrestrial greys, armed with plasma guns, went toe-to-toe with US Delta forces in the so-called DULCE Battle. The jaw-dropping revelations were made by a civil engineer called Phil Schneider, who worked on a secret military project deep underground in Dulce, New Mexico. Mr. Schneider, whose dad Philip was involved with the development of the early atomic bomb, said he was made to sign official secret documents, but later went on to reveal the American military was working with an alien race of greys building joint subterranean bases. Grey aliens, also referred to as Zeta Reticulans, Roswell Greys, Greys or Greys, have become the accepted face of aliens on Earth. Almost half of all alien sighting claims in the USA refer to this type of grey alien. The alien grey is also linked directly to the Roswell incident, in which a UFO containing live aliens was allegedly seized by the military at Roswell, which is also in New Mexico. But Mr. Schneider's story took a jaw-dropping turn when he described one occasion when things turned nasty and resulted in what has become known in UFO circles as the DULCE Battle. DULCE Battle expert Anthony Sanchez, author of The UFO Highway and the founder of Umbra Research, a group dedicated to understanding the hidden aspects and mystery behind the UFO ET phenomenon, said that in 1979 a mining exploration discovered a very old cavern system where Gray's extraterrestrials had a base. And Schneider pretends he was confronted by alien Greys and was forced to draw his sidearm and fire. At the time, the engineer said he began construction on the underground base just like he would any other base by drilling holes. This time, however, an acrid smell like burning garbage emerged from the drilled holes. That's when the fighting started. Then one day, he turned around and came face to face with what he called a 7-foot-tall, stinky grey alien. Immediately, the engineer grabbed his pistol and took 2 of them down. A third one blew off his fingers with a kind of laser blaster. That's when one of the Green Berets sacrificed himself to save Schneider's life. Mr. Sanchez said that military units, SEALs and Delta forces went down there and engaged in a firefight with these tall greys. The aliens responded by shooting blue bolts of radiant power with movements of their hands. The kind of bolts that blew Schneider's fingers off were turning the Special Forces soldiers inside out. In all, 66 military personnel and scientists were killed. Eventually, the aliens relented, retreating deeper into the complex, but the engineer escaped with data and information which would subsequently form the basis of stealth cloaking technology. The story, however, has a grisly end which has fueled conspiracy theories for decades. In 1996, Mr. Schneider was found strangled to death in his apartment. Bizarrely, the cause of death was officially said to be suicide. In fact, Dulce Base is the recurrent subject of some so-called conspiracy theory claiming that a jointly operated human and alien underground facility exists under Archuleta Mesa on the Colorado-New Mexico border near the town of Dulce, New Mexico, in the United States. Claims of alien activity there first arose from Albuquerque businessman and UFO investigator Paul Benevitz. Starting in 1979, Benevitz became convinced he was intercepting electronic communications from alien spacecraft and installations outside of Albuquerque. By the 1980s, he believed he had discovered a secret underground base near Dulce populated by grey aliens and humans. The story spread rapidly within the UFO community, and by 1987, ufologist John Lear claimed he had independent confirmations of the base's existence. In 1988, the tabloid Weekly World News published a story entitled UFO Base Found in New Mexico, which claimed that diabolical invaders from another solar system have set up a secret underground base in the rugged mountains of northern New Mexico so they can abduct human guinea pigs for bizarre genetic experiments. The Weekly World News story used supposed quotes from ufologist Leonard Stringfield, who wrote Situation Red, the UFO Siege, as a source for its claims. Political scientist Michael Barkun writes that Cold War underground missile installations in the area gave superficial plausibility to the rumors, making the Dulce base story an attractive legend within ufology. According to Barkun, claims about experiments on abductees and firefights between aliens and the Delta Force place the Dulce legend well outside even the most far-fetched reports of secret underground bases. Moreover, residents of Dulce claim to have seen UFOs, moving lights, and other unexplained sightings in the area. For example, Jicaria Apache Legislative Council President Tai Vicenti has embraced the notion of a Dulce base partly in a push to stimulate tourism. And in 2016, the town hosted the Dulce base UFO conference at the local casino hotel. But let's get back to Phil Schneider. Before his death, Schneider alleged that there were more than 1,400 of these underground bases all over the world, each with a price tag of billion. The 192 bases inside the US are also said to be interconnected, while there is no further information on what started the underground alien war or if it continues to this day. We saw that residents of nearby Dulce attest to strange happenings in areas near the base. Is this story true? Many books seem to have been written on this subject. I invite you to read them, but it's still difficult to make a balance in this whole thing. Who can we believe? Are these claims true? The strangest thing in this story is that residents of Dulce also claim to see UFOs or moving lights in the sky very often. Are they influenced by this story? I mean, did this story create collective hallucinations? Or are these UFO reports totally independent from this story? That's very hard to tell, and I suppose that some UFO researchers are still studying this strange phenomenon. Perhaps we will know more on the day of the great disclosure by the military authorities, if this day comes. And you, what do you think of all this? Do you think this story is true? Or do you think this is just hallucinations? Do you think underground alien bases never existed? Let us know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this new video. While waiting for the next video, you can find us on social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please like, share, subscribe, support Section 51. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky. Live long and prosper.